You're listening to the Evil Metal Gamers Podcast.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of Evil Metal Gamers Podcast. Today is February 18, 2019, and this is episode number, Frank? And this is episode number 65.
And then you wonder why we don't get invited to E3.
My name is Jose Rodon.
I'm waiting on Dylan.
Oh, okay. I am Dylan Espinal. What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
And I'm Frank Barna.
And you're listening to Evil Metal Gamers Podcast.
Hey-o!
He always cuts me off. Well, you're here all your geek news.
All week. Every week.
Okay. It's been a interesting week. Lots of games that came out, and I didn't play any of them. I only played one that's supposed to come out next week.
Yeah, I've been playing some demos and a bunch of stuff on Switch.
Switch?
So, yeah.
I'm wondering how much Switch has Frank played?
I've not played Switch. I couldn't tell you last time I played the Switch.
So you haven't played at all?
The Switch? No, I haven't touched the Switch in a minute.
Jesus. So you just got it for Kathy and that was it? You never touched it again?
Yeah, it's for Kathy. It's not for me. The hell do I want a Switch for?
Well, there's plenty of games that are coming out, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's go start off with the what we've played. So Dylan, what did you play?
So I tried out it was Demon X Machina, the demo. And it feels pretty good. It's tight, it's associated. They kind of hint at some interesting stuff in the it's like prototype missions that they made. So I don't know if it's exclusive to the demo or if they're gonna add it to the main game.
Demon X Machina?
Yeah, Demon X Machina. So it's like a Gundam game, and they give you a starting frame. I think they call it frames, not javelins or anything. We'll talk about those later. And it feels good. It's like you can customize your frame from head to toe.
It looks like Zone and Enders to me.
Yeah, it kind of has that feel. So you kind of have a double jump, and you can like start flying if you hold down, I believe, the A button, and you get like small dashes that you can do in the air, or you can hold down the booster.
But can the Switch handle this game? Does it look good?
It looks good. It looks better than I was expecting it to. The environments are a little bit bland at times, because I don't think they have like grass flowing in the air and trees and stuff. A lot of the world, at least the maps that they give you, are kind of like dead cities, and they're like being invaded by AIs and these big mechs that are called Immortals.
Is this a demo? I mean, so the game, when does the game officially come out?
I think in summer.
Oh shit! So I gotta download this. I love demos. Yeah. I love them. I love Anthem demos.
Yeah, it feels real good. It feels tight, and I like the customization. They actually pulled it off, which was what I was mostly worried about. You could gear up you get like a shoulder missile cannon, and you can swap those out for other abilities. Like another game that we're gonna talk about.
I was talking to somebody about this. Do you know there was a time where demos stopped? Like you barely saw demos.
Yeah, no,
and I'm starting to remember why they stopped doing demos.
Yeah,
because if you take out a demo and it even if it's not the game itself, but just the way it runs, then you're fucked.
Yeah, but the demo was also what used to get me excited for games.
It's true, but it's a 50-50 chance.
The companies nowadays,
That's all I gotta say. Do better.
But I mean,
the company's.
It was if it's a server issue, it sucks because there was another game that came out as a beta that had server issues and it turned out to be really good. I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't remember. It's a demo.
Well, these demos are the companies are using it to improve their games, so it's a bit different from what demos used to be. Like Demon X Machina, especially, they're like gonna send out emails to people who tried the demo to improve the game. But it feels tight. Some of the weapons kind of, I don't know. There's like no like impact behind them, I feel, but some of them, depending on what you're using, it does. There's a sword weapon in there that is good for like fighting smaller, less health or weaker creatures. But if you fight like another frame, it feels like you're hitting like almost like a brick wall. If you get a good hit in, you'll knock the other frame down, and then you can start shooting at it and stuff.
What do you mean by frames? I don't understand what this frames thing you're talking about is.
The frame, that's what they call their Gundams, frames. The frames.
He doesn't want to call it Gundam because they're not Gundams or Javelins.
It's
or Power Rangers.
But it feels good. Like the cell shading, I want to see like brighter colors in some of the later levels. Hopefully they'll have like jungles and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures here. One of them looks like Metal Gear.
Yeah, Metal I think Gear. That's one of the bosses.
No, it looks good. Looks good. I mean, for a demo, I might download it to try it out.
Yeah, you should definitely try it out. It feels good enough. The targeting system might have some issues, and I ran out of ammo a lot, but like the enemies drop ammo and health and stuff like that. And then they hinted at like you get like a hub area too, and the targeting system in the game is actually related to your character, not your frame. So like if you do like, there's a lab in the hub that you can put like prosthetic eyes and like you could change your body parts for mechanical ones.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's what affects your targeting system and your reaction speed while you're fighting. But they also hinted at like I changed one of my arms and it said my reflexes were faster, but it also came with like a light sword or like a saber of some sort. So I don't know if your actual main character is going to be able to do fighting during the main game.
How long is this demo? Like, you sound like you played it for a while.
It's 4 missions, 3 like regular fights with normal enemies, and then 1 boss.
Oh well, I mean that's a long ass demo.
Now, can you modify? I'm hearing all kinds of stuff. Can you choose your modifications? Are they random specs? Well, how does that work?
Yeah, you choose your modifications. It looks like you'll have missions, side missions, and then the main story missions, and you'll earn money and equipment. You can salvage items from other frames that are like broken in the levels you're in. So you could and then you can choose to modify your body or reset your entire character to organic, because you can pretty much modify your entire body. And that's the stuff I'm more curious to see what they do with, because if it might mean that your character itself out of the frame gets to do some action. That would be kind of cool. It'd be different.
I get that, but I hate when a game does that because one of the 2 aspects of the game always loses focus.
Right. I'm curious to see how big this game is going to be. I don't know if they can like have a bunch of crazy giant mech fights and then have a section for your organic out of the frame combat. So it'll be interesting because your character in the hub even has like a third person view, and there's like you can feel like physics.
Oh,
so it's weird. Yeah.
Oh,
so
what else you play?
Tried Joshi's Crafted World.
Oh, that's another demo that came out?
Yeah.
Man, you're like getting all the demos. Is that the one that they did announce that on the Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, that's the Nintendo Direct.
And how was that? What is it like?
It's side scrolling.
It's a platform?
Yeah,
isn't it like kind of based off a Little Big Planet, like the ideas of it, at least?
Well, it has like that same kind of art style.
Yarn. Bless you.
Thank you.
It's not yarn. It's more like craftsmanship. So it's like cardboard boxes and papers.
Wasn't there a Yoshi game where he was yarn? Or am I crazy?
Yeah.
What was that one called?
That might be Kirby's Yarn.
No, this was Yoshi.
It was Yoshi.
Yeah, they even had
they did it for both.
They even had an amiibo where he was it was an actual yarn Yoshi. Like it wasn't like plastic.
Right. I think that was the last Yoshi game. It was made of it. Everything was yarn.
For that system that we don't talk about?
Yeah, for that system.
Jesus.
And
so how did I want to download this for my daughter. Is it like kid friendly? Is it tough?
It's super kid friendly.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and you can go through the levels and get all kinds of coins and collectibles, and there's like special boxes you can get that work like armor for the Yoshi itself. It's real weird and simple and kid friendly. I don't know if I'll buy it, but they've been working on it for such a long time that I'm kind of curious to see how it reviews in the end.
I'll download it because, even if we don't like them, we all have kids now. Eventually our kids will like games that we don't like. So I'll download it, see if it's any good. Any other games?
And the one we're going to talk about later.
You actually played it?
You guys go. Yeah, I played the demo for it.
Oh, you played the demo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the same goddamn game. Stop. It's the same game. Stop. Stop it.
We'll get to that.
You're pissing me off with that. You're really pissing me off with that.
Oh, stop.
You've been pissing me off all weekend with that.
What? You don't have to like it. Anyway.
Dude, you sit there. You were bitching about why do I like this game.
Yeah, that's true. But we will get to that.
Not that good.
We will get to that. You don't even know what I'm going to say, so we will get to that. What have you played, sir? Other than 70 hours of Persona, have you played anything else?
Resident Evil got the S ranking. And then played through B. Jesus Christ.
Do you have to get the S rank? The S rank on playthrough B, or is it just S rank with Claire and Leon?
Nope, just Claire and Leon. You get it.
Oh man, so it's much better to do it like that, bro, because side B sucks for both players. Dylan, have you played Resident Evil 2?
I played the original. I haven't played the current one.
Did you just tell me you played the original?
Yeah. I played the original when I was fucking.
I mean, who says that?
What do you mean?
Obviously, I'm talking about
it existed.
I'm obviously talking about the remake. Where the hell would you tell me you played the original? It's like it doesn't make sense. It's like it just doesn't make sense.
That's my experience with the series, right there.
I'm like,
that's the first Resident Evil I ever played.
I'm trying to think of a remake of a movie. If it's like, hey, did you see Ghostbusters? And you're like, I saw the original. It's like, that wasn't the fucking question.
Well, a lot of people try to, they compare the two because It is.
It's very
direct remake.
It's very comparable.
Very comparable. Yes, I agree. 100%.
So why are you talking shit to me then?
Because that wasn't the question.
Well, I'm just telling you my experience with the franchise.
It's just like, I don't know. Why would you answer like that?
God damn
a game that's 22 years old, and you just told me I played the original.
I played the original. That's
but
all.
That wasn't.
I haven't played.
Frank, do you understand that? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't played the remake, Jose. Fuck yeah.
We'll share it. We'll share it in Steam. So do you play Resident Evil 2? To get side B on, both of them are just handguns that you get when you get S. Well, actually, the other one is a machine gun, but they're not that great.
Machine gun, yeah.
Yeah, if you do it with Leon, I believe you get the submachine gun. If you do it with
you got to do something else. I already Googled it. You got to do something else. I forgot what you have to do, but you have to do something else. It doesn't work like that. I thought it did, but it didn't.
Really?
I think you need to get it. I think you need to just get your basic S ranking in. You have to get your basic S ranking in the B-side game
to get the submachine gun.
Yeah,
that sucks.
I mean, not the B-side, in the hardcore.
Well, the hardcore you get the
no,
mini
that's
gun.
S plus. That's S plus. That's not.
Oh,
S.
so you have to get hardcore S and then you get the submachine gun. That's dumb.
Yep. And then you get S plus. You have to do S plus, and S plus will give you the minigun or the rocket launcher, depending on who you beat it with. But I'm not gonna do that. Ain't nobody got time for that nonsense.
No, there are some people who do it, and I've been watching them play, and it's like they got it down to like the science where they know where the zombie's gonna, move, and they go right around it. Fuck, I saw a guy play Hunk, and he didn't get hit once.
So how many characters are there?
2.
Jesus, I played the original one in 1998. Let me ask a question of just stupid question right now.
Well, the other thing is there's the new demos that they released. Well, not demos, but add-ons. They feel like dumb. I didn't like them. I didn't beat them. I didn't like them.
Oh,
but
I heard good things about them.
Do you know what I saw? I saw like the outfits they get. Have you seen these outfits?
Yeah, I got the tiger head already.
Did you see the girl has like a raccoon over her head?
I got the tiger head.
Oh, is that what it is?
Do you get?
Well, no. There's a bunch of
buffs?
them. There's a bunch of them. There's not just one.
There's one with a liquor for a head. What the?
So do you get buffs when you wear those heads?
No, they're just aesthetics.
It's like this game is like these extra games are like an acid trip or something. The zombies are all weird looking. They're like different. They're running around naked.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's very weird. It's okay. It was free. I'm not gonna complain, but I didn't like it. And Dylan, Mister, I played this game 22 years ago. Do you know what year this game takes place in? Final question.
Oh, what was it, like 97?
Oh God, you failed.
6?
You failed. Yeah, one question.
He's close. It's 98.
He still failed. What year does what year does the first one take place?
I want to say 91.
Oh my God, I'm gonna stab you. It's 98 also, Dylan. Oh my God.
Oh, for real? Oh yeah, they take place at the same time.
I wish I had a button to cut you off from this podcast right now.
The reason I haven't played it is because I want to go through one again.
Stop.
Remastered, I mean.
The remastered? The one that came out for GameCube? Are you going to get it in Steam?
I already got it on Steam.
So, you haven't played it?
No. That's why I haven't played the second one.
So, you haven't played the remake?
The remake's good.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I've heard.
It's really good.
I have my own, like, priorities. So, fuck you. Jose, this is why I never come to your podcast.
This is why I think you should
come
real, to the podcast.
I know there's like 3 or 4 characters in original. So how many characters is in this one? Did they add them all?
No, there's only 2 characters, and then there's Hunk that comes out.
And then there's the three. Then there's the 3 Survivor what ifs. Apparently, though, if you beat all 3 of them, including on the easy training mode, there's a 4th story that unlocks.
Yeah, it's man, I cannot believe it. I forgot. The 4th character was... Damn it. It's going to drive me crazy now, but I'm not going to look it up. It's another character, and I can't remember. Damn it. Anyway, yeah, it's still... I've been still playing that game, and it's still really good. No matter how many times I've played the game over and over and over. It's just fucking great. Fucking great. So, did you play anything else, Frank? How many characters you got now in Persona?
I'm missing 1.
Jesus, man. Is that
80 hours in?
Is this one
officially? I'm 80 hours in.
Is this one of the games that you can miss a character, like kind of like Final Fantasy?
No.
So you do find them.
They come automatically.
Oh, that's good.
Per palace, basically, almost per palace, you get a new character.
Did you see those cosplay pictures I sent you?
Yeah, man.
Persona,
dude,
man.
The game is huge in Japan. Huge in Japan.
It's just really big. That's what she said.
Yep. Did pretty well in sales here too.
And
I don't think so in the States though.
They're talking about a crossover between Persona 5 and Catherine.
Well, no, there's a crossover coming for the DS, and they did it before, where all the characters from the other Personas are in one game.
Well,
but it's like a DS game.
Wasn't that a fighting game?
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, no, there's a fighting game too. There's also like a Dance Dance Revolution game. Dude, they bank off this game.
I remember there was a Persona where you can bring out demons and stuff like that, and one of them was Dante. And this was old. Dante came out for a little bit.
Devil Summoner. I forgot what the actual name was.
Well, I've been playing a little bit of Assassin's Creed. Frank hates it. I also played Resident Evil, and I did get the S rank with Claire, which I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but I did it. When Frank lectured me, how can you be so bad? And then I did it.
Yeah.
I think it was because I figured out that you don't need every fucking component of the guns and stuff like that. That backtracking shit. Dude. You just get through the game without it and save your magnums. Don't use your magnums at all. But I did it without a knife. I did it all the way without the knife, and I had all my magnums for the final battle. So that was good. But
I'm gonna have a heart attack playing this game.
Oh, stop! It's not that scary. Like if they made a remake this look good looking for Silent Hill 2, I would probably have a heart attack.
Man, I haven't played anything like horror based in a long time though, so I'm gonna be fucking stressing. Yeah.
So you never play? I can give you some good recommendations if you're really looking to get scared.
I mean,
you really want to get scared? Go play Outlast.
Outlast. Yeah. I just don't like games that you don't have a weapon in.
Outlast, bless you.
I guess.
Thank you.
I guess the closest thing is like fucking the Soul games.
Outlast has no guns. You can't even fight.
Yeah, no thanks.
It's all hiding and running.
My weapons. That's so stupid for me. I just can't even wrap my head around.
Why is it stupid?
I need to defend myself. I need to kill things. But I don't mind.
Think about this. If you're a white male in a horror movie, what do they usually do? They run and hide, don't they?
Oh, and a slasher, yeah.
Outlast is a slasher, and they chase you.
I mean, if that's what they're going for, that's fine.
Yeah, it's like a slasher. The first one's in an insane asylum, and the second one is a cult. This is one of the reasons I didn't like Far Cry 5 was because they took that concept from Outlast 2, and that was like cheap. Outlast 2 did it way before. It had everything exactly the same. The psycho church leader who has a cult, and the people who oppose him and stuff. Except Outlast is way scarier, and you can't shoot and fight. But man, is it freaky!
Yeah, that's why I prefer Resident Evil type games. At least give me something to kill things.
And actually, Outlast 2 and Far Cry 5 end exactly the same too. That's why I thought it was a rip-off. They end exactly the same.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So
let's talk about the game we've all been playing.
Okay.
Apex.
Hey, Frank, no screaming. Just let me just say what I'm gonna say. Okay. I got plenty of stuff to talk about about this game. So first, Dylan, you go ahead and start. Well, let's talk about the game first. We're obviously going to be talking about EA's Anthem. And Dylan is going to be talking about the demo, and I will be talking about the EA Access Premier one, which is the same game before Frank opens his mouth.
Actually, one other game, I don't think you heard me, but one other game I played before we get into Anthem is Apex.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it.
And that shit is amazing, actually. I really enjoyed it. It's a hero shooter with fast movement.
You hear that, Frank? He loves it.
It's the best BR game I played, and I paid for fucking Battlegrounds. And this game really shows you the difference between a player-friendly game and a more hardcore battleground game.
It took the number one spot in Twitch,
and it should. It's a great
Fortnite
shooter.
dropped to number 3.
Somehow they made heroes and didn't copy off Overwatch.
I'm surprised Overwatch is number 2. I was shocked to see that Overwatch was number 2.
Overwatch is still popular, man. Especially with they're in the national leagues right now.
I'm assuming that's what it is. It's not that I'm not saying it's not popular. I'm surprised that it's popular to watch. You know what I mean? Because it's different to play it and to watch.
Yeah, they've been getting better with camera work and stuff like that. From what I understand. But Apex really does a great job at just being friendly to players and having systems that other BR games haven't done, like pinging the map to communicate with the other players that you might not want to talk to exclusively because you might not have a headset or because a bunch of dicks are just online all the time.
Here's one thing I wanted to talk about this game is why did you hear that they talked about their sexuality? Like they're why? No explanation at all.
Frustrated with that. Well, they're trying to copy Overwatch, right?
No, bro, but I mean, Overwatch. Okay, Overwatch. What was oh my god, what's the
It was Soldier 76.
Soldier 76. They give you a little story. He came out as gay. He gave you a little story, and then they explained that he's gay. But the Apex is like
they also have a comic book series.
Apex is like, hey, you see this character? He's gay. I don't know what it was. It wasn't that he was gay. It was
no, it was that he was gay. It was Gibraltar.
Was it? He's gay, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
they gave a little background story, but
what I'm saying is when you play a game like this, it's. I mean, in my opinion, we gamers don't sit here and think about their background sexual orientation. We don't. I mean,
right.
If I'm shooting and trying to save myself from getting killed and stuff like that, that's the last thing in my mind. I wonder if he likes men or women.
That's why these games should come out with single player, at least campaigns, because they already made so much money off PvP and loot boxes.
I think it's gonna make a lot of money, but I think that they need to settle down. Don't be too much like Overwatch, because that's been a backlash on Overwatch too. It's like you're explaining way too much in these characters. Just let the people play.
Oh, I don't think so, man. I think people eat that shit.
They eat.
It's like
I don't. I think some people eat that shit up. Not all of them.
I think enough of the community, they just go crazy every time a short comes out.
A short is different. You're right, but when they went and said that Symmetra was in the what was it they said Symmetra was in the spectrum. You remember that?
She's autistic?
Yeah, but they said it like she's in the spectrum. They never said she's autistic. And then that was it. Well, he was like, okay.
Dude, you clearly don't look about shit online.
What?
Because the fan sites and what my students know about these characters is ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, even I mean with Overwatch, yeah.
With Overwatch, it is insane. Like, there are so many different relationships, and people are upset with the fake relationships that people have created online.
So, but you're talking about being created by the fans.
But they utilize what Overwatch has given.
Which is fine.
But there's a huge market for that. That's what you fail to realize. Just because you're not in it. But the market there is huge. The people eat that shit up because they can relate to the characters.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, dude, it comes down to we're too old to be like, oh, I need a character to relate to. You picked up your Street Fighter, you picked up your Mortal Kombat, you're like, all right, this guy looks cool, and that was kind of the game.
Exactly. But, I mean...
The new generation now is not like that. They love the background stories.
I guess, because if now they said that Ryu and Ken are lovers, I mean, would people be like, oh, that's great?
Oh, no. Dude,
that's why they're so friendly. Oh, wait, they can't because Ken is married. But I mean, if they went out and said Ryu's gay, and this is why he's never been with anybody, he's a loner now,
I don't mind that they're building a story. If they're gonna end up,
I don't mind a story. I just don't like when they just drop it and don't give a story. Right. Do you understand what I mean? It's not that I'm against the story. I thought that the way they did Soldier 76 was good. But if they would have,
I mean, as long as it doesn't harm like the franchise itself, like that stuff is not for us. That's like Gibraltar's thing. That's for fans. I just go in. I'm not as deep into it as I was with Overwatch because I know more about the background story of Overwatch than I probably should. But
that's sad.
If that helps, if that helps Apex go, I'm all for it because they made an incredible game. And it's free, and I paid $30 for Battlegrounds, and I hate that game.
You loved it when we were playing at first, so stop saying you hate it.
I did not.
You did. You did. You played with me, and you loved it.
You're fucking making up shit.
Dylan, we played that game, and you fucking loved every minute of it.
What are you talking about? We played it twice.
I have recordings.
We played it twice, and I never said that.
Recordings of us playing.
All right, I'll wait. I'll wait for those recordings.
They're on YouTube.
All right, go ahead.
This is unbelievable.
I swear to God, I never said that.
You betray me with this.
Because I got another buddy I play with, and we fucking hate that game.
You love this game.
And it's...
I will post this again on Facebook, and I'll tag you in it.
Go ahead. I mean, the comparisons between Apex and Battlegrounds.
Well, obviously, apples and oranges.
Yeah, it's like just two very different games, two very different battleground games.
All right, so let's go to
which is kind of crazy.
I was kind of trying to avoid the conversation, like I'm stretching it out.
Yeah, I have shit to talk about Nintendo. So
let's go ahead. Tell me what you thought about Anthem. Did you actually play? Were you able to load it?
Yeah. I loaded it the second week it came out. For everybody,
okay.
They actually got the servers running, unlike that VIP bullshit.
I mean, I didn't get to play on the demo either, the VIP or the demo. I get to play it on the original.
The VIP did not work unless you fucking clicked on it all day like some streamers did. It just did not work, and I wasn't gonna waste my time on that. But I like the look of the game. I really do. it's maybe too much like Destiny, and there's no like heaviness. Killing enemies, they're bullet spongy as fuck.
But I mean, bullet sponging and all those type of games.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like Destiny actually does a decent job.
They're just as. What are you talking about?
Unless there's an elite or a boss that takes a lot of hits, everything in that game dies in like 3 or 4 shots. As somebody that beat the first one, yeah, that's how
beat the first
that
one.
game played. Well, you should know then is like all the normal.
If you go to the lower level ones, yes, but I mean you could do that in Division 2 on the lower level ones,
right?
Listen, we're getting off track. We're going about. So what else?
I mean, it's all about the gunplay. I think it's like there's no like kick to them. It feels bullet spongy at times. I don't know if the story's gonna be there.
I'm ready to let you know everything about this game right now if you want to hear it.
No, I think people want to play.
First of all, I took this game because I didn't have to pay the full $60, obviously, because I have Origin access. But you're right; it's a beautiful game, and let's get started with the fact that the game is loading. The game's loading is horrific, and I have an SSD. So
yeah, I was watching a streamer load that thing like 2 minutes.
There was one loading screen that I got that was a full 4 minutes. I was like, "This is unacceptable." That's unacceptable. Here's one other thing that I don't like about the game is the fact that if you, oh god, I hate this, because I know that if this happened in Division, I would have just like thrown the PlayStation to like against the wall. Remember when we played Division, me and Frank, there'd be times where Frank will go off and then I would lose him, and he'd be out doing the mission, and I found a squirrel in a corner or whatever, and he'd be fighting. In this game, if you don't stay on track, they throw you into another load screen. Can you believe that bullshit? So if you don't follow the leader, you have to do another load screen, and then they load you right near them. I wanted to rip my face off every time that happened. Because what's the point of giving you this beautiful, ginormous open world, and then if you venture off to look at something, because they do tempt you with shit, because you have to collect supplies and stuff for the city, and then they say you need to get back on track, and then it says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 loading screen.
Yeah, it's bad communication.
That's so bad.
There's a free play mode that you can just go out and...
No, you could do free play mode. Yes, you could do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're in a mission and you just venture off...
Yeah, I guess they expect you to like stay close to your team the whole time.
So then here's the thing I don't understand about this game is the game is telling you that it's best to be played with other people, but then you make it feel like it's a one-player game. Does that make any sense? Like it's a single-player game. The whole campaign is like a single-player game. So then, why are you telling me that this is the game? Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other thing is the weapons. If there's anything Destiny, first of all, Division and this game have that a lot in common. But Destiny gave you guns that when you pick them up, they were completely different. Even Borderlands. Every time you find loot of a weapon, it's like, wow. It's like a whole new gun. This game is just like Division. It's the same fucking gun. With like, with a little bit more of a stats. Not as bad as Division, because Division will give you big stats if you get a special gun and stuff like that. But these guns are like, if the damage is 42 and then you get another level, its damage is 44.
Yeah, I think you just hit what I dislike the most about this game is that the guns all feel too similar unless you're using a sniper.
But they're all similar.
Which does like a... Yeah. Well, the sniper is kind of like... almost feels like a heavy cannon.
Well, but I mean, if you got... What I mean is that if you get another sniper gun, it looks exactly the same.
Right.
So there's nothing different.
It's like...
I mean...
They're all very similar in that way.
And then the other thing is that you can't pick up... I mean, I might be wrong here. I played already 12 hours of this game. Is the loot for armor? There isn't any. Which
it doesn't drop off other enemies.
12 hours.
Bosses?
12 hours, Dylan, and nobody's dropped a helmet, an arm, or something for my body.
Or I know there's that crafting system where you're supposed to
There's no crafting. You have to buy everything.
That's not good.
That's not good at all. I wanted to gouge my... I mean, what... I've played. So, I mean, if somebody's listening and you're going to tell me that there is drop for helmets, then go ahead and tell me. But for now, all I got is weapons. And the other thing is, while you're playing the game, you can't change your weapons.
Yeah, that I knew about.
But how does that make sense?
Well, it's kind of like Destiny that you can't really change weapons either. Unless you... No, that's
no,
wrong.
Dylan, you
can
could
change weapons on the fly.
You can change your weapons on the fly in Destiny.
You get it. Yeah, you get
so I mean, when I was saying I was having fun with the game, which is one of the things that Frank was getting pissed this whole weekend, is because and why I was questioning myself is like, why am I liking this game? Is because it is fun when you play with friends or when you play with other people. It is a fun game, but the cons are way too much over the pros, like way too much. Like I did missions and I love that the city grows as you do missions because you're making the javelins. Did I say that right?
Yeah, javelins.
The more you make the javelins popular, the more people come back to the city. So you see the city grow, and then there's more people and there's music and all that shit. But the missions are all the same. There's nothing that I've done in the last 15, 16 missions that I've done that is different from the next one.
Oh no, that's terrible.
But then I thought, neither did Destiny. I'm sorry, neither did Division. Division will introduce you the first 4, type of missions, but then you redo those missions over and over throughout the whole game. So, I mean, I guess I can't judge them on that specific thing, but the fact of the matter is that Division, there was a mission in a stadium, there was a mission in a building, there was a mission where there was a fire, there was a mission that was in a warehouse. The scenes is what makes the game, the mission feel different. But when you do the same mission over and over on a cave, on a forest, it's the same. You're you're just recycling. So then it becomes like tedious. Am I using that word right? Tedious.
Yeah.
And I am playing it and I am enjoying it, but I know the more I do this, eventually I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? What am I aiming for here?
Because I think where Destiny changed it up was the raids, which you needed a team
I've done
for.
raids in Anthem, and they're okay. Fight big monster at the end, or an evil javelin. The javelins are a real pain in the ass to kill. But I mean, you're not gonna do those all the time. And the other thing that is the fact that it's so bad to select a mission. It is so bad. It is just horrific. And then when you pick a mission, you got the load screen. Now you have to wait. And then sometimes, and I'm not kidding about this, they would put us in a room or an open area in like the whatever, the mountains or something, and then we were all there. There's no communication. There's nothing telling us. What do you call it when we in Overwatch where they put you in a room when they're trying to get more people?
It's skirmish
like that. But there's nothing. They don't tell you anything. They tell you what you have to do for the mission, and then if you start flying away, it says go back. And then when you go back, I'm not kidding. I spent 30 minutes with 4 guys, and we're just looking. I swear, I wanted to put out like a fire and sing Kumbaya, and because we weren't doing anything, we were just sitting there looking at each other. And this is bad. This is like, well, I mean, this is BioWare.
Yeah, I feel like EA got trolled because Activision just cut ties with Destiny, and EA was like, "Let's make a game like them."
But the game had potential to be just a one-player game. Seriously, it could have been just like that, just a single game. It didn't have to be this big Destiny type of fucking bullshit. But I mean, I say the same thing with Tom Clancy's Division. You don't have to play. It shouldn't have been that you force people to play it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense to me, but I don't know. I can't recommend Anthem to anybody unless you got the like. I got friends that have the premiere, and then George did the premiere too. If you guys want to play it for 10 hours, so you can see. But I mean, I definitely can't recommend this game to buy. I wouldn't I would wait for Anthem 3.0.
Discount.
Because they're gonna fix. They're gonna fix the shit. They did it for Destiny. They did it for Division, because Division was a disastrous mess too when it first came out. It was a fucking shitstorm. I mean, these type of games are always shit when they first come out, and then it takes time to fix and get it together. But I feel that Anthem has potential. It does. It has a lot of potential. But when? I don't know. I can't tell you. It's gonna be probably another year.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for reviews and fucking.
No, I read the first review today, and it was not good. It was not good at all. Anyway, what I'm thinking is, this game needs another year to get back in the oven and get editing and get some shit fixed. But at the end of the day, this is an EA game. And EA is impatient, and they are like little kids with toys. And if they don't like your toy, they throw it away. And I feel bad because they're not gonna get. They're not. I keep thinking, they could do this, because if Division did it and Destiny did it, then they could do it. But they're not gonna do it. They are very impatient.
Did Destiny do it though? Did they really do it?
They compared to the first product, Destiny was fixed a lot. A lot. You may not like the game, but compared to the big pile of garbage Bungie threw at us the first time, it was fixed. They fixed a lot of issues. Do you agree, Dylan?
I have not played the second one.
Did you ever play Division? I mean, Destiny afterwards?
Destiny.
After all the fixes?
I did not. After I beat it, I was
You're no better than EA.
Because it was not good.
Okay, well, the point of the matter is that if EA doesn't like it, they're just going to trash it. And then that's it. That's the end of it. Which I still feel, and I will stick to it, that the game has potential. But not right now.
I'm just worried for BioWare.
Well, BioWare, didn't they give a trailer that they're doing Dragon Age 12?
Yeah, but after that, what happens?
I think the best thing that can happen to BioWare is if they all pick up their shit and leave. I suggest this for every company. Just pick up your shit and get the fuck out and never look back, and come up with your own shit. I mean, Respawn, I don't know what Respawn. I think Respawn made a contract with Blood, their firstborn or whatever, because, this is the Call of Duty people who decided they ain't going to take shit. We're going to leave, and do our own company. But now I feel like they're like bound to EA.
$500 million.
I understand you're there to make the money. I understand, and for now they're doing okay, so they don't have to worry about it. They came out with something that's a big hit. But I mean, like, I respect Bungie. I mean, I don't like their work, but I mean, it takes guts to go, you know what? Fuck you. I'm out of here. Can we take Destiny with us? They asked on their way out.
Nah, they probably made it a really fucking tough contract with Activision.
Didn't they get? Well, I did read that Activision did not own Bungie. They just used them as like for extra money or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
but,
second party.
No, but it was. I think I talked about this in the last podcast. Is like, there's no way that Activision owned Bungie and then Bungie made a deal with a Chinese company in China. Like, Activision would have gone like, fuck no, what are you, crazy? You can't just go to another company. But they didn't say anything, which proves that they're allowed to do that. I think they're getting like $1 billion or some shit like that. I don't know. They're getting a lot of money from this Chinese company.
I think it was 200 million, something like that.
It's just gonna be another Destiny. Can they do like a third person? You think they can manage that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. They haven't done anything that's not a first-person shooter.
I mean, that's about it. I don't have anything else to talk about the game, but it just it saddens me because I will stick to it. I have fun with it, but I know that's gonna run out real soon. I'm Borderlands standing on a spider web with scissors because it's just, I know it's not gonna keep me interested in the next few days. And then you got Division coming out. I'll drop this game in a heartbeat for Division. But then I also feel like
Division is so good.
But I thought about Division the other day, and I agree with you 100% that the game should have just been an expansion, because the graphical leap is not amazing. The scenery, instead of snow, it's now summer. This could have been an expansion.
No, I agree.
I mean,
but in what they're doing with the classes, and you ultimately have to pick once you maxed out your character. All that stuff is, you know what I mean? Like that's what they couldn't have done, because ultimately everybody has a sniper rifle, and now there's a sniper rifle class, so you have to pick.
Yeah. Well, Division is coming out, and I think there's something else coming out in March that I might play. Metro is actually selling on PC. I didn't think it was going to do it, but it is.
Metro got great reviews. They were saying it's the best one. Well, not great reviews. They were saying it's the best Metro.
Yeah. I want to play it.
7.5s. I'm seeing 7.5s and 8s, so it's doing good.
That's good.
Solid game. I figured it would be. I didn't doubt in my mind that Metro was going to be a bad game.
A lot of people don't like Metro because it's a survival horror game. Well, I wouldn't even say horror, but it's a survivor game. Like, people don't like that for first person.
I just didn't like the game.
Huh?
For me, I just didn't like the game.
But
I played the second one because the first one was only on the 360. The second one came out for PS3 when it came out, and that was when I played it.
I mean,
and I just didn't like it. It just wasn't for me.
I mean, it's just like if you run out of air filters and you're out in the surface, it can be a real pain in the ass to be going around trying to breathe. So a lot of people don't like that. They don't like to have to be worrying about things, while you're playing the game. I'm all for it. I passed both of the games. So I really want to play this one, but I mean, I'm going to have to wait for maybe a year. Where does it go in a year? Does it go to Steam in a year? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I might wait a year. I do not want to support. I don't want to support them. I'm sorry, and Hey, listen, this is journalists. This is some form of journalism, and I feel absolutely bad that I'm happy that their numbers are down for Fortnite, because Fortnite's just. I know George is listening to this too. Fortnite's just destroyed the game industry as a whole. A lot of people might disagree with this comment I'm saying, but they did. You're forcing all the other companies to do free to play and do battle royale. That's it.
Yeah, this is what happened in the mobile.
I mean,
industry.
I cannot argue with PUBG because PUBG was charging $30. You know, they were trying to make money, but then Fortnite came along and did the free to play, and then it's just like I think they've ruined the game industry, and I'm glad that they get a piece of the shit that they did to PUBG.
Yeah, no, Epic is up.
I'm sure that people are going to be like, I can't believe you're saying that, but I'm happy. Now you know. Now you know you're not number one anymore.
The closest thing to staying number one would be World of Warcraft.
Well, what was it on Switch? Not on Switch. On Twitch, it was. There's been a game that's been number one always. And then Fortnite passed it, but I can't remember what it was. But
it's probably League of Legends.
It was League of Legends. You're right. It was League of Legends. It was a number one watch game.
It's always on top. Top of my list, always.
But it's now with all this shit of people wanting to watch Battle Royale. If I could just go back in time and destroy that from that movie ever being made, then we wouldn't have this problem. This is the truth. The Battle Royale had never been created. We wouldn't have this concept.
No, I agree. I think it hurts the industry.
I mean, it's already on its way out. I mean, I'm glad everybody's like, Apex is the best, but I think it's also the top of, I mean, quite literally the top of the Battle Royale. I think the Battle Royale aspect is dying.
I hope so. I keep saying it's a bubble.
I think so,
I keep saying it's a bubble and it's going to pop any minute and people are going to be like, fuck this.
Well, nobody's done Hero BR game before, and I think this is the peak right here.
What did we say? Fortnite lasted a year? A year and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long Apex lasts, and then from there maybe we can go back. That's about it. Anybody else want to say anything before I close off?
Yes, I want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
I love Nintendo, but I fucking hate Nintendo at the same time.
Okay, tell us before we close out. Go ahead, let it roll out. Where did Nintendo touch you? Show me in the doll.
It touched me in the wallet, bro. Last week they closed down the Virtual Console. So if you spent hundreds of bucks, like
for the Wii U, you mean?
And Wii U and the Wii shop, all those Virtual Consoles, also all those retro games you might have bought back in the day. That shit's gone.
Wait a minute. I thought if you keep the Wii,
if you keep the Wii and you download the games beforehand, you'll be able to play them. But if you delete your information, you can't re-download them because the shop doesn't exist anymore.
Dylan, this is where I'm gonna play the Price is Right song when you lose. I'm letting you know it's gonna be edited in there.
I just remember. talking about how great digital is, right?
Listen. First of all,
remember that, Dylan? Dylan, you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember how great digital is. Just remember that.
I remember.
Well,
just remember.
Listen, ladies, we can talk about.
I
Listen,
believe in Sony,
listen,
man.
Samsung just stopped manufacturing for Blu-rays players. Okay, so this is happening. You can say how much it sucks and stuff, but it's happening. When a big fucking company like Samsung says, I'm not going to make Blu-ray players anymore, that is a statement of where we're headed. And if you can't if you don't like it, then get back on your time capsule and don't come out for another 20 years because this is where we're headed. This is the biggest thing I've read for the week, okay? When Samsung says, fuck Blu-ray players, there's only a matter of time before Sony and who's the other company? Sony and
Microsoft.
Is it Microsoft? Microsoft doesn't do Blu-ray players. I know this.
I mean, they have one in their Xbox One.
There's another one. Jesus. Oh, LG. When they come back and do the same thing, dude, yeah, that's it. Forget about physical discs for movies.
I'm just saying, fucking Nintendo is shitty for doing this. They should have found a way. They should give them gifts out. I don't know, some kind of redemption.
Listen,
if you bought hundreds of dollars of games, fucking find them, rip them off.
And it can be done because Ultraviolent went out of business. Did you hear about this? Ultraviolent just went out of business, and they said you still got time to put all your movies on Vudu or whatever, Google Play and stuff. So they let you put your shit somewhere else.
So yeah, fuck Nintendo. Fuck what they did. That being said, I'll be buying Link's Awakening when it comes out at the end of the year.
I want to play some Luigi's Mansion, and they didn't show anything on that.
Yeah, they'll probably show that for E3
Nintendo Direct, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
E3.
we'll see.
It's going to be a Microsoft show. This is the only company being there. I hope, before we close off, I really hope that Microsoft is like all excited because they're the only game company there, and then Google comes out with some bullshit and takes E3. I know it's not going to happen. I would just love for something to ruin their parade, because they're going around saying that, oh, we're number one, we're the only ones that are going to be there. They're all excited and shit. And I just
what are they going to show? They're going to show more games that all the other companies are releasing.
I really believe they're going to show a new Xbox. They got to get in front of PlayStation, and this is the perfect time. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
this is the perfect time. There is no Sony and no Nintendo. If you're going to show a new Xbox, this is where you got to do it. I'm telling you, if they do that, this would be fucking chaos.
I don't think it's going to be chaos.
I think so. I think two little boys in Lakeland are going to become fatherless because their dad is going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, but it's unless they're going to be like, it's coming out next week, I don't know how good of an announcement that is.
No, and you're right, but it's still something to announce. I agree with you, but if they announce it, it's good. It's good PR, basically. It's good PR. I agree with you 100%. It's not like they're gonna say, and it's coming out like the fucking Sega Saturn. It's in Target right now. I doubt it's gonna be like that.
I mean, the stage is theirs. They can do what they want.
I mean, they could. I mean, they legit could be like, it's out. Go get it.
But everybody knows that was the worst PR nightmare that ever was. Nobody bought it.
I don't think
remember?
it'd be the worst. I think it'd be crazy.
It didn't work for Sega. It didn't work at all. It backfired, actually, when they did that. It's like nobody went to get it when they said, oh, it's out now. Was it the Sega Saturn? Yeah, it was the Sega Saturn.
Yeah, it was.
You can't do it like that. You need to let it settle. It's not like people...
Well, they need the IPs.
They need the IPs too. I agree. Okay, I think we've talked enough. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. I want to thank Dylan to joining and showing his love for Nintendo.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, if you're welcome to show up any week. I'm sure Frank doesn't mind at all. And I know you're a dad now. Congratulations! But if you have the time and you want to join, you can do that. You're more than welcome.
Yeah, just let me know.
Oh, okay. I'll let you know. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Once again, guys, if you want to get a hold of us, you can contact us at evilmetalgamers@gmail.com, or you can get a hold of us at Twitter, which Frank will answer, at evilmetalgamers. We are in Spotify, Google, Apple. Please, if you guys listen to us there, please hit a like and give us a follow, and don't forget to subscribe so you can hear us every week. Thank you so much, guys, and take care.
Love, peace, and happiness.
Peace.
And